what's the thing I haven't asked you that you most want to tell me about the SUT?
That you should join. If you're not a part of it, you definitely should join. We're always looking to have more people. There's always hands needed. As how people say when raising kids, I don't have kids, but like people say, it takes a village. And to make these programs a success, we have the great contribution of very valued members and like people behind the scenes like Patsy and Araceli. Like SUT would be nothing without all the volunteers. So we look for people volunteering and also attendees, because all this work needs to be really reflected on meaningful contributions.
The SUT is, the majority of people that contribute to SUT through subcommittees, through organizing webinars, or anything like that, are all volunteers, and they dedicate their own personal time outside of their work environment to the SUT, and that's been absolutely crucial to the success of the SUT. And thanks to everyone who's been doing that over the years.
It would be good to highlight the different disciplines that can be involved within the society. It is not only about engineering, it is also about sciences or any other discipline that can be related to whatever happened from the coastline out there, right? And it is a very inclusive environment where you can see a wide variety of topics happening, and the more diverse our teams become, the more you can see the reflected in the content of the courses and webinars and events that we provide. So I would encourage anybody that it would be just remotely interested, from coastal engineering to even astronomy, and how recently there was an event that was talking about the exploration of the oceans and in space. So all of those things are incredibly interesting, and they can only give a plus and some.
The SUT is competing with a lot of things. So there's a lot of societies out there. So I think if people can get inspired by oceans and want to be involved in that, then I think it's a really good place to join. And it's manageable in terms of size. So you will be involved, and you will get some value from it. So I think I think that's the pitch.
Well, something else that I've been able to do is just kind of exercise and work out my leadership skills through SUT, and that's been a pleasure, and that's been really good. And I'd say that if you're young in your career, your workplace may have a certain pace for that you may be able to, I don't want to say, well, you just have the ability to control that better, I think, through SUT. SUT, we're excited about our volunteers, and we allow for everybody to jump in and lead initiatives. And I think if you're early in your career, you can work out your leadership through SUT, and maybe that's something you hadn't considered before, but it could kind of fast track you, something you might not have such opportunity with in your job.
The international nature of the organization, and it is that opportunity to be able to develop, again, for young professionals, an international network, and seeing the way that things are done in different regions around the world, I think is as important as seeing the way that different companies operate just within the Houston area. There are more ways to slice an apple or whatever you like to describe it as, than the way that your particular company does it. And there are always better ways of doing things. And so seeing a diversity of approach, be it national, international, company, corporate, whatever it might be, is really important to your development and having an open outlook. So I think that's the international nature of the SUT is important to me.
The chance to meet others. I mean, I really enjoy when we had our networking events here in Houston, and same with the networking events in London I used to go to, and I mentioned Perth and Singapore. But being able to spend time with others who are interested, they might not be directly associated, but to spend time talking to people and to find out what they're doing, what's happening in their particular segment of the industry. We'll find out where they're looking at, where they think they need some more support, and then we can help arrange for presentations to be given along those areas. And it's supporting education, the students I mentioned, but also the industry, the experienced people in industry who want to know about new areas, new opportunities.